Sheikh, I'm in my young man in my early 20s. I'm a student.
Okay.
Oh, so I feel it, difficult to practice the deen. Like I get demotivated. Like I don't feel like, I feel lazy to pray salah, and even though the Quran, I get inspired by the sayings of the Quran, but then too, it's tough for me to practice the deen. Like I don't, I just don't, I can't practice it, and
Okay.
so Sheikh, so please guide me, like
I
give me
will.
some tips, as I'm a youngster, so.
I will. I'll give you, inshallah, an advice in a while. I is from India, or Faiz from India, or whatever. He doesn't find the motive to pray and to recite the Quran and to do forms of worship. And he needs advice. Akhi, this is your test in this life. And unfortunately, this is the hardest test of all. People are tested differently. Some people are tested with wealth and power. So they become arrogant, they don't give zakat, they abuse people and humiliate them. They failed. Others are tested with poverty and they cannot make ends meet. There are people who are tested with insecurity, with chaos, wars, killing, looting. We have our brothers in the Rohingya. We have our brothers in Syria. We have the brothers in here and there. Muslims are being tortured, killed, abused. This is their test. There are people who are tested with illnesses. And you name it, there are hundreds of illnesses. Each one thinks that he's the worst being tested. And there are people who are tested with health, strength, and power, and they think that nothing could harm them. So each one is given a test, and at the end of the day, the whole life, this whole world is a big test. The results will be known on the day of judgment. Either paradise for eternity or hell for eternity. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us among the people of paradise. So your fitna, your test is in having this devotion, this motivation to become a good practicing Muslim. Now, when you live in a kafir country and there are so many means of distraction around you, there are girls, movies, music, lack of people who strengthen your iman by telling you, come with us to the masjid. Let's memorize the Quran. Let us learn a book of fiqh so that we would increase our knowledge. Let us take a text or two of aqeedah and study it. If you don't have this, then you're swimming against the tide. Nevertheless, you need to find a way out, because this is what makes it or breaks it. Yeah, you can say, I don't have any means to do anything or to improve. So, khalas, let me be like the rest of the herd. If they do well, I do well. If they do bad, I do bad. Khalas, what can I do? Then you will fail your test. The way forward is what you need to do. And this differs from one person to the other. Being a young person, you have to first of all learn how to control yourself, how to control your emotions, how to curb your desires that are against Islam. You need to learn more and more about your religion, because this is what gives you motivation. If I tell you, give me 1,000 rupees and I'll make that 1,000,000, you will definitely be motivated to move. But if I tell you that do this and Allah will build you a house in Jannah, yeah, a house, well, what would I do with a house in Jannah? You won't find this motivation because you have no knowledge. You need knowledge to push you and to give you this extra mile in your journey. You need to surround yourself with practicing Muslims. You need to go to the masjid and enroll in a place where they give tahfidh al-Quran, etc. You need to change your environment totally from what it is at the moment, because this is what is making you stagnant and not willing to move forward. And if you manage to do this, inshallah, you'll be in good hands.